scariest things about being a Naruto content creator is that Naruto's anime and manga are over, which means there's only a finite amount of information I can truly cover. I mean, obviously, I'm very good at my job and I can extend Naruto content over versus battles, what ifs, endless explanations, deep dives into individual characters, but one day, far into the future, that well will dry up. Or will it? See, while Naruto's anime and manga might be technically over, Boruto is still running, which means even though the videos don't do as well when I talk about Boruto, that I have more content to talk about when it comes to Boruto. But what if I told you that Boruto wasn't the only piece of Naruto content we're gonna be getting this year? And now I'm not talking a non-canon movie or a light novel. What if I told you that my fears of running out of Naruto content are being assuaged very quickly? You see, because up to today, I did believe Naruto's anime was over, and that the only Naruto universe content we would be getting would be the continuation of Boruto, which is very good if you only watch the canon episodes, or just read the manga. But it was revealed today, Thursday, March 9th, that there's more Naruto anime coming. Now, obviously, this is big news. What do I mean by there's more Naruto anime coming? Well, it was revealed all across the internet today that because 2023 is the 20th anniversary of the Naruto anime running, that we would be receiving 4 additional Naruto episodes, obviously animated in 2023's style, which is huge news in its own. But the implications of the release of a new Naruto anime could mean a lot more than just 4 episodes. See, while 4 episodes, a whole month of Naruto airing weekly, is massive to Naruto fans all across the globe, as this could be an independent story about Naruto during the time skip or during the blank period, or a story giving us a deeper dive on a beloved character like Jiraiya or Kakashi. I genuinely believe that these 4 episodes are meant to be an appetizer, a small bite of a feast to come. I believe that while I would absolutely take 4 new episodes of the Naruto anime any day of the week, we have a lot more to expect than just that, which is what I want to talk about today. But before we get to talking about that, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. And if you like hearing my reaction to breaking news in anime, go ahead and follow my other YouTube channel, The Weeb Commander, where I cover breaking news in all anime outside of Naruto and Boruto. And if you really like the sound of my voice talking about anime news, go ahead and follow my brand new podcast, Udaku's Anonymous, that I'm doing with Danny Mata, where we talk about everything that happened in anime this week. This news very much included. Before we get to talking about all that, guys, today we're gonna talk about a brand new sponsor to the page, HelloFresh. See, guys, this is the most excited I've been about an ad on our page in a long time. See, personally, I've used HelloFresh for over 3 years, and I love it. HelloFresh has done a myriad of things for me. You see, I started HelloFresh in college. I was a sophomore living with 4 other guys in a 5-bedroom house, and I had absolutely no idea how to cook. But I hated grocery shopping, and I never had good ideas for recipes. So I got into HelloFresh, and not only did HelloFresh teach me how to cook, it kept my palate entertained with a myriad of diverse and delicious recipes. You see, every single week, HelloFresh gives you 30+ options and 70+ convenience items that are delivered directly to your door. They offer seasonal tastes like pumpkin in the fall, and all of their produce is incredibly fresh. But more than that, HelloFresh allowed me to lose over 55 pounds. See, by knowing exactly what I was cooking and having it proportioned out for me, I was able to keep track of what I ate. And with this ability and the myriad of healthy options that are presented to you with HelloFresh, I was able to lose 55 pounds. Not to mention, I wasn't sacrificing an ounce of flavor. But more than anything, HelloFresh can allow you to eat sustainably. In fact, HelloFresh is the first carbon neutral meal kit. So let me show you guys what cracking into a HelloFresh looks like every week for me. See, all of their packaging is recyclable. And when you open the box, you get to see your 3 and/or 4 if you have 4 selected menu items for the week. And tonight, I'm making one of my favorite meals from HelloFresh, their Santa Fe tacos. But telling you guys isn't enough. Today, I want to demonstrate to you how much cooking with HelloFresh has improved my skills in the kitchen. HelloFresh has allowed me to cook with ingredients I might have found intimidating prior to starting, like this shallot, which nowadays I can cut perfectly while talking to you. Prep on these meals is always simple, and the product to die for. I'm a good cook. Within the sustainable packaging, we also have our meals. This right here is crispy buffalo spice chicken. Now this is gonna have your rice, your potatoes, your carrots. It's also gonna have all of the seasonings and cooking essentials you need outside of oil and salt and pepper. Then packed separately is our protein. For that meal, it would be a chicken cutlet. And let me tell you, all of the protein and the produce provided by HelloFresh is top notch. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code 60NCHammer23 for 60% off your order plus free shipping today. So come on guys, achieve your fitness goals and help the planet by switching to HelloFresh. So we've already established that the Naruto anime is coming back with 4 episodes in September. Awesome, incredible, we love it. If that's all you want to take from this video, fair enough. But as somebody who was just in Japan talking with Viz and Soatia about the future of Naruto, I might have a couple of key pieces of information that allow you to better understand what Naruto's future may or may not look like. Of course, everything we're going to talk about today is hypothetical. I believe the word is allegedly. So in order to establish to you what Naruto's alleged future will look like, we're going to have to go over its past. Not like all the way to the beginning, just a couple of the moves that Viz and Soatia have made over the past year or so that are keying us towards the future of Naruto. See, when I say that Naruto's anime was getting 4 new episodes to celebrate Naruto anime airing 20 years ago, the first thing a lot of you probably thought about was the 20th anniversary animation we got from Studio Period a couple months ago. Now, this was also technically done to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Naruto anime airing, because technically the anime aired in 2002, which would mean that 2022 would be the actual 20th anniversary. So is the release of these episodes in September of 2023 a little late? Yeah, but are we complaining? No. And genuinely, this 20th year reanimation of some of the most pivotal moments in Naruto was the first step that Studio Period, Viz and Soatia took towards gearing up for Naruto's future. See, while seeing all of Naruto's key moments remastered in 2023 animation was incredible, it got a lot of people thinking, why would they reanimate this? Are they trying to test the waters to see if there would be interest in seeing Naruto remastered? Are they trying to see how fervent the Naruto community still is for anime content? Or are they simply just celebrating the 20th anniversary and that's really all it is? This led people like myself to speculate that the powers that be that create Naruto were chumming the waters. Understanding that Boruto isn't as popular as Naruto was when Naruto was running, they're trying to recapitalize on the still existing Naruto fandom. And the release of this 9 or so minute video was a tester to see how much capital there still was. And the answer to that question was enough. People like Mr. Beast found the video and offered to pay for every episode of Naruto to be remastered in this animation style, and millions of people flocked to see the video immediately, making Naruto's 20th anniversary reanimation video trend on every single social media platform. And after that moment, a snowball started to roll down a hill. See, after the powers that be realized that the interest was still very much there, they began to greenlight more Naruto projects. The first thing that we saw is that widely beloved light novels like Sasuke Retsudan and the Steam Ninja Scrolls were getting their own manga adaptations. And just like that, content that a lot of Naruto fans had never interacted with was getting read. And once again, the public perception to these 2 manga was incredible, with the amount of reads on Sasuke Retsudan and the Steam Ninja Scrolls going well into the millions. And then the powers that be at Naruto decided to take it one step further and begin to animate these manga. And while the Steam Ninja Scrolls technically already exists within the confines of Boruto, the Sasuke Retsudan manga was animated into, I believe, an 8-episode arc. And while on TikTok in the US, you might have seen people been like, oh, Sasuke's fighting a dinosaur, the public perception of Sasuke Retsudan was overwhelmingly popular in Japan, which once again drove home the point that stories about individual characters in the Naruto universe outside of the Boruto universe itself would and will do well financially. See, because Sasuke Retsudan not only kind of aligned with the current Boruto timeline, but was also a massively popular light novel, being one of the more recent ones written and translated into English. And therefore, the idea of creating Sasuke Retsudan into its own manga and then its own anime adaptation was kind of a layup. It was low effort. The story was already written, it would fit into the Boruto timeline pretty well, and by gauging how much higher the amount of views on the Sasuke Retsudan arc were than your average Boruto anime canon episode, the powers that be were able to determine how many people would check back into Naruto if the story wasn't about Boruto. Now, obviously, airing these episodes under the guise of a Boruto anime canon arc was not their best move, but still, it gives Viz and Soatia a watermark to see how many more people came to Boruto to see a story about Sasuke. Realizing that the interest was there for stories about characters in the Naruto universe outside of Boruto, the powers that be did arguably one of the smartest things I've ever seen a company do ever. Upon identifying this interest, the powers that be that create Naruto decided to run Narutop 99, a worldwide popularity contest, the first of its kind, with the prize for the most popular character being a short manga. So for those of you not picking up what I'm putting down, let me put it in layman's terms. The people who make Naruto saw the hype garnered around the 20th anniversary reanimation video, which showed that the Naruto fandom was still alive. Then they adapted two of their most popular light novels into manga to see if people would still read Naruto content if it came out, and more specifically, would they read Naruto content about characters from the Naruto universe that aren't Naruto or Boruto. And then they took the more popular of those two light novels turned manga and animated it to see if the Naruto community would come back to watch stories about characters that aren't Naruto or Boruto. And once the Naruto community passed these three checks, they ran a worldwide popularity contest to see which character, with the idea of this character getting independent content, is the most popular. And therefore, people voted not only for their favorite characters, but for characters that they believed needed a fleshed out story. Not only did the creators of Naruto identify that the Naruto community still had a pulse, the readers would still read, and the watchers would still watch, they found the most popular and most desired character in the entirety of the Naruto universe, as the characters within the Boruto universe weren't included, to make more content for. Now, the results of Narutop 99 come out in April. I already know who wins, but I can't tell you. Let's just say a tattoo of him on a left shoulder would probably look cool. But this means in April that it will be revealed who the most popular Naruto character in the entire world is, aka what character would be the most profitable to write about. Now, while this character is only getting a short manga, what does a short manga mean? There's people out there who would argue that Demon Slayer is a short manga. Does it mean one chapter? Does it mean one volume? Was Sasuke Retsudan a short manga? Or what if the short manga is just an appetizer, an ember that builds towards a much bigger flame? Now, as for when this manga will be released, we just don't really know. But considering the fact that they already know who wins, I believe Kishimoto is probably using the time that they're tallying votes, like it's not all electronic, to actually write this short manga. That's the wildest part to me, is that people believe that they're actually tallying the votes, like counting them hand by hand, like they were mailed in like a presidential election. We were clicking boxes on a website. They knew the second voting closed who won. The reason they said they were tallying the votes is the same reason that they put mirrors in elevators. Because if they said the second that voting closed who won, everyone would have been like, where's my manga? Give me it right now. The reason there's mirrors in elevators is because it actually makes you feel as though the elevator ride is shorter, because people spend a lot of time looking at themselves. It's a real psychological study. It's actually kind of cool. Fun fact of the day aside, what does this mean for us as Naruto fans? Well, the first and most important thing is that the short manga of the winning character will most likely release close to after their tally is fully done. I'm not saying it'll come out hand in hand with the end of the tally, but you're a fool if you don't think that Kishimoto's already working on it. Or at the very least, this tallying period is giving him time to get other projects like Boruto or Steam Ninja Scrolls out of the way so he can begin working on this short manga. Because technically, Sasuke Retsudan's manga is still being released on a bi-weekly basis. And the same can be said for Steam Ninja Scrolls. Well, so once Kishimoto is free and clear of making the light novels into manga, he'll have more time to work on his other short manga. This works doubly fold because by the time September rolls around, Boruto will be in its time skip. It's widely believed that chapter 80 will be the last chapter of Boruto before the time skip. Now, Kishimoto didn't take any time off between chapters 244 and 245 of Naruto. That's where the time skip happened. So he probably won't take any time off for Boruto, meaning that chapter 81 will come out a month after chapter 80 and will be the first chapter in the time skip. That means in 3 months, we will be in the Boruto time skip, somewhere around June 1st. And ironically, that's probably where the anime will be as well, as the anime and the manga are kind of on a perfect pace right now to meet at the time skip, as it would probably take about 2 to 3 months of weekly airing, so 12 to 16 episodes for Boruto to catch up with the manga currently, to give the manga just enough time to get to the time skip before the anime catches up. Now, while Kishimoto obviously took no time off between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden so far as the manga is concerned, the anime did, almost 2 years in fact, with episode 220, the last episode of Naruto, airing in 2007, and episode 221 of Naruto, or episode 1 of Naruto Shippuden, airing in 2009. And there is a very big precedence for this happening again, as Naruto was ironically in a very similar situation to Boruto when the time skip came along, as the anime had basically all but caught up to the manga, as Naruto was released bi-weekly and not weekly, but the anime was weekly, which led basically every episode from 130 to 220 being filler, and therefore Shippuden was created in order to give Kishimoto 2 years to get ahead of the story. So what am I driving at here? Well, in the next couple of months, most notably this summer, there won't be any Boruto on. And ironically, that's when we're deciding to have our 20th anniversary airing of 4 new Naruto episodes. Seems weird, right? Because we've already established that Naruto the anime came out in 2002. Doing a 20th anniversary airing of new anime episodes 21 years later is odd. But think about the context here for a second. These are stories from the original Naruto timeline, the first 220 episodes, pre-time skip, which are anime only. They're not based off anything that happened in the manga. That's already been covered, which means that while this is very much a celebration of the 20 years it's been since Naruto began airing, it is more than anything meant to do 2 things. 1, take the load off Kishimoto for a second, because obviously this is just going to be a Studio Period creation, meaning he doesn't have to create a manga for these 4 episodes, but 2, to do the final check on Naruto interest. These 4 episodes will be very much separate from Boruto. We're not going to have a Sasuke Retsudan situation on our hands here, where it's an independent story of Sasuke, but airing within Boruto. There is going to be a full stop on Boruto, and then a couple of months later, a couple episodes of Naruto. And not just Naruto from the past. You see, it could have been very easy for them to air 4 new episodes that take place during the blank period, or even during Boruto's current timeline, but just with Naruto. What the creators of Naruto are doing by airing 4 episodes from the original Naruto timeline is setting the precedent for moving backwards. By capitalizing on the nostalgia that the majority of the Naruto fandom feels, and also setting the precedent that, hey, what if we made content from the good old days? This is the final test to make sure that the short manga that Kishimoto is either writing or is going to write very soon about a fast man from a clan that nobody knows will be read, watched, and most importantly, bought. Because here's the thing, we know these 4 episodes aren't covering any of the light novels. None of the light novels really take place in the original Naruto timeline. We know that these 4 episodes aren't going to happen during the blank period, because it has to happen during Naruto's first 220 episode run. That's basically all that we know. We don't even know if these episodes have to be about Naruto necessarily, as while these episodes will almost definitely be about Naruto, they could be used to set something bigger up. Well, I do believe these episodes are just the final test to see how much the Naruto fandom wants content from the old days. I believe that on top of that, these 4 episodes could have a dual purpose, and that purpose is to set up the idea of an anime in Naruto moving backwards. Imagine this. The 4 episodes aren't about Naruto chasing a cat in a D-ranked mission, but instead each of these episodes revolves around one of the 4 Kage who had led up to the point of Tsunade taking the role, as Tsunade taking over as Hokage is pretty much one of the last thing that happens in OG Naruto. So with the first episode, we get an episode about Hashirama and how he built the village and what he did to make the village how it is today. The second episode, we get an episode about Tobirama that focuses on how he took over the role from Hashirama and his role in the first Great Shinobi World War. The third episode, we get a story about Hiruzen and how he guided the Leaf through the second and third Great Shinobi World Wars. And then the 4th episode comes along, which tells the story of the 4th Hokage, or at least begins to tell the story of the 4th Hokage. And with the closing of this 4th episode, leaves the door open to the rest of that story being told, which could hypothetically coincide with a certain short manga that was being released about a yellow-haired fast guy who killed 1,000 Iwa shinobi. And as we take a year or 2 off from the animation of Boruto, Kishimoto was given time to create this short manga and get a little bit further into the Boruto timeline, so we don't have to do 300 episodes of Boruto to get about 70 canon episodes. And just like that, a short manga, which could very much one day become a large manga, is set up to take the reins from Boruto once its post-time skip arc is over. Now, I don't think the timeline on this is particularly quick, as getting to the time skip took 80 chapters in Boruto, and if we know anything from Kishimoto, post-time skip is usually bigger than pre-time skip, which means we can most likely be looking at Boruto for another 6 to 7 at least years, which I'm not complaining about. The post-time skip is going to be incredible, but I will remind you that the first 52 chapters of Boruto weren't even written by Kishimoto, so it's a possibility that an additional spin-off manga could also possibly not be written by Kishimoto. Now, while obviously we would all hope that it would be written by Kishimoto, we just can't really know. But what we do know for sure is that come September, There's new Naruto anime. And if that's not something to get excited about, I don't know what is. So what do you guys think about this news? Do you think there's more coming down the pipe, or you think we're only getting the 4 episodes? Tell me in the comments below, and while you guys are down there, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. Of course, this news comes out on a Thursday, the day that Nick posts videos and then doesn't post another video until Sunday, so I get to be the last person to the scoop. That being said, I could just yell at Cody to get this video out earlier. He's got too much free time as is anyways.